Okay, hey everybody. My name is Ishmael Whitley. I'll be discussing medical retirement, the gift and the curse. Medical retirement is an issue that a lot of veterans dealt with in the 9/11 deployments. Okay. I joined the military in February 2021, basic training in Fort Jackson, South Carolina. I did driver's training in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, and advanced individual training in Virginia. My duty stations, Fort Bragg, Camp Hovey, Korea, Fort Carson, Colorado, Fort Lee, Virginia, and Fort Bliss, Colorado. I went on three deployments. My longest deployment was 16 months in Baghdad. My first deployment was Al Maradi. It was 12 months, and my third deployment was Q West. Sorry. A turning point in my life during military was having blood clots in my lungs. One of the issues with being a multiple deployment person, especially in my job, I had to burn a lot of waste and feces and a lot of things that would mess with your lungs. So sarcoidosis was one of the diseases that I came with. I had pulmonary embolism first, and I got sarcoidosis. Sarcoidosis affects your skin, your breath, your eyes, your attitude, you name it. It has so many issues that it's a laundry list of disabilities. One thing, sorry, Bernie Black was a person that had sarcoidosis. He lived for 25 years with that disease. Before he passed, he started a Bernie Mac Foundation to help people to learn about sarcoidosis and the effects that it has on the body and treatment. Now, about medical retirement, I got medically retired in 2013. Some of the issues with being medically retired, I was a staff sergeant at the time, and I had soldiers and all of that, and I was planning plans to go to Germany. One of the things of getting medically retired, you get discriminated against your own peers because they think you got an easy ticket out. And in my case, I was pushed up to a unit that had a lot of people that were getting medically chaptered. I took care of the problem soldiers at that time. Didn't get any wars when I got retired out of the military because people were thinking I was getting an easy ticket out. The first 2 months of being medically retired, I didn't get paid. I had to go through a lot of programs to get pay my rent, get my family back to Virginia because I got medically retired in El Paso and I moved to Virginia. My ex-wife at the time, my wife at the time, excuse me, was in El Paso. She moved back to Colorado, so I got everything situated. But like I said, I didn't get paid the first 2 months, so it was a hard time. It was really stressful, and just to switch from soldier to civilian is really hard. You have to deal with you have to deal with a lot of things from soldier to civilian. Just being in the world, talking to people. You know, in the military, we honor speaking to people, and in the civilian world, that's not given. You walk past somebody, and they'll walk past you like you're a shadow. You have suicidal thoughts, you have anxiety. Suicidal thoughts is something that really was a big thing in me. And it made me, excuse me, sorry, it made me gain a lot of weight. I went on to 330 pounds weight, depression, anxiety, like I said, the suicidal thoughts. They put me on a steroid that was 40 milligrams, and that was really the hardest things that I had to deal with. I had to look myself in the mirror, and then I started to lose the weight. This was my weight gain. My picture on the left was me at 330. My picture on the right is 180. Got a dog. I started doing a healthy living, walking my dog, riding my bike, just doing the healthy living. So I've turned my life around from being Mac retired, but it's a pandemic that affects a lot of soldiers. Thank you for listening.